students, welcome to the biology class of Study Zest. Today we will continue with the chapter. As you know, this chapter of improvement in food resources, this is completed. So today this is the question answer session of this chapter and also the last part of it. So before we discuss the question answers, several question answers related to the chapter, I would like to remind you about our social media platforms through which we all can be united together. Like our YouTube channel Study Zest Academy, do subscribe our channel, like our Facebook page, join our Telegram channel as the link is provided here, and the name of the channel also you can see, Study Zest School 7 to 10. After joining this group, this will give you such appearance which is displayed on the screen. Through this channel, all kinds of necessary and important updates about the live classes as well as the study materials are available here. Follow us on Instagram and also join us through WhatsApp community through this number. And for more updates and more details, don't forget to visit our website www.studyzest.in. Now in Google Play Store, our free app of Study Zest is available and it looks like this. Through this app, all the live classes of all subjects, these are being conducted, and apart from the live classes, the recorded classes are also available here. And not only the recorded classes, along with that, apart from that, the study materials as well as important notes are also available here. So do download the app and install it now. This is how our YouTube channel looks like. So as I told you earlier that do subscribe our channel, and after subscribing don't forget to hit the bell icon. So what will happen, whenever any new videos will be uploaded in our channel, you will get the instant notification of that and can check out the video constantly. And this is how our Facebook page looks like. So like us on Facebook too for being united with us. Now without any further delay, let's move on to the question answer session of this chapter. So here is the first question for you. First question is, which one is the nutrient specific in case of fertilizer or in case of manure? Manures and fertilizers दोनों क्या है, हम लोग जानते हैं कि जब सॉइल में न्यूट्रिएंट्स की कमी हो जाती है, then the nutrients are fulfilled in the soil by adding either manures or fertilizers. And manure and fertilizer में basic difference अगर कहें तो वो क्या है कि manures जो है, this is nothing but the natural fertilizer. एंड मैन्योर में कोई भी केमिकल मिक्स नहीं रहता है, सो नो केमिकल. एंड फर्टिलाइजर इज केमिकल बाय नेचर. बाय नेचर, राइट. सो मैन्योर और फर्टिलाइजर में से कौन सा ज़्यादा न्यूट्रिएंट स्पेसिफिक है? So fertilizers are nutrient specific and they provide specific nutrient to the soil. Manures जो है that is not nutrient specific. Grossly इसमें बहुत सारा nutrients रहता है, लेकिन we cannot say this manure can add only for potassium to the soil. This manure can add only phosphorus to the soil. In this way it cannot be specified. But in case of fertilizer, when we are using, as we know that fertilizer में NPK ये तीनों रहता है, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So it happens, right? So which one is more nutrient specific? No, there is no doubt about it that fertilizers are more nutrient specific than manures and it provides specific nutrient to the soil. So now the next question is, which one of the following crops require a minimum quantity of NPK or urea for its proper growth? पैडी मीन्स राइस, पीस, व्हीट और शुगर केन। इन चारों में से कौन से क्रॉप को सबसे कम अमाउंट में एनपीके, फर्टिलाइज़र और यूरिया अपनी प्रॉपर ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट के लिए ज़रूरत है? सो द क्रॉप ऑफ पीज इनमें से वुड रिक्वायर द मिनिमम क्वांटिटी ऑफ एनपीके और यूरिया, क्योंकि पीज क्या है? पी इज अ लेग्यूमिनस प्लांट, राइट? लेग्यूमिनस प्लांट में क्या रहता है? लेग्यूम्स रहते हैं। और दिस इज अ डाइकॉट ऑल्सो, दैट मीन्स इट हैज़ 2 cotyledons and its roots contain nitrogen fixing bacteria in their root nodules. This nitrogen fixing bacteria which is present in the legumes of the pea plant, it can help to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. So in this natural way, inside this particular plant, the source of nitrogen, source of urea is generally very high. So इसमें बाहर से एनपीके या यूरिया अप्लाई करने का जो अमाउंट रहेगा वो बाकी सारे जो क्रॉप्स हैं उससे उसकी कंपैरिजन में बहुत कम रहता है। ओके, नेक्स्ट वन, व्हाट शुड वी डू टू गेट मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट फ्रॉम अ क्रॉप फील्ड? एक क्रॉप फील्ड से मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट के लिए उसको कैसे रखना चाहिए, या फिर कौन कौन से प्रैक्टिस जो है हम लोगों को फॉलो करना चाहिए? दिस इज द क्वेश्चन अबाउट. So firstly, we have to maintain the soil fertility through the judicious use of manures and fertilizers. Properly manures और fertilizers का use होना चाहिए ताकि soil का जो fertility level है वो constant रहे, वो बना रहे, ताकि कोई भी उसको properly maintain करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. कि fertility if it gets lost, then there is no use of cultivation, because in the soil if no amount of minerals are present, then the plants, even if how much good quality of high yielding quality of plants crops you are cultivating, it will not give a good result at all, because it is not getting sufficient amount of nutrient to get proper growth and development. Next is practice of crop rotation. Crop rotation is a very good practice जिससे insects को दूर रखा जा सकता है, pest कम अटैक करता है और वीड्स को भी कंट्रोल किया जा सकता है. सो इसीलिए क्रॉप रोटेशन इज अ वेरी गुड प्रैक्टिस एंड दैट हैज़ टू बी डन इन अ रेगुलर बेसिस. नेक्स्ट, एम्प्लॉय द मिक्स क्रॉपिंग एंड इंटरक्रॉपिंग मेथड ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर. सो ये जो क्रॉपिंग पैटर्न्स हैं, ऑल द क्रॉपिंग पैटर्न्स, दैट मीन्स मिक्स क्रॉपिंग, इंटरक्रॉपिंग, ये दिस इज द मिक्स क्रॉपिंग, इंटरक्रॉपिंग एंड क्रॉप रोटेशन, ये जो प्रैक्टिसेस है, क्रॉपिंग पैटर्न्स हैं, इस क्रॉपिंग पैटर्न में पैटर्न को ज़रूर अडॉप्ट करना चाहिए इन द फॉर गेटिंग अ सक्सेसफुल एग्रीकल्चरल प्रैक्टिस. एंड नेक्स्ट इज कीप द वीड्स एंड द इंसेक्ट पेस्ट पॉपुलेशन अंडर कंट्रोल. इसके लिए जो भी केमिकल्स, जो भी बायोलॉजिकल मेथड्स फॉलो करना ज़रूरी है, वो सारे मेथड्स को बारीकी से फॉलो करनी चाहिए ताकि वीड्स जो फील्ड है, क्रॉप प्लांट से वीड्स को दूर रखा जा सके और इंसेक्ट्स, पेस्ट, उनका भी पॉपुलेशन जितना कम हो उतना अच्छा है फॉर द क्रॉप प्लांट्स. नेक्स्ट इज व्हाट आर बायो फर्टिलाइजर्स एंड इन व्हाट सेंस दे आर बेटर दैन द केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स. सम माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स सच एज नाइट्रोजन फिक्सिंग बैक्टीरिया. अब नाइट्रोजन फिक्सिंग बैक्टीरिया में आता है आपका साइनोबैक्टीरिया, सम फंगी एंड अदर माइक्रोफ्लोरा harbor near the roots of the plant. Mainly remember cyanobacteria, it is very important. It is present near the roots of the plant inside the soil. They can convert, they have a special mechanism in their body which allows them to convert the nitrogen in the air into the nitrogenous compounds. See, in the air, nitrogen is present in unusable form. And what is the unusable form? Unusable form of nitrogen is present in the air. And what is it? It is N2. So this N2 cannot be directly used by the plants nor us. So for that it has to be converted into usable form. So conversion into usable forms. So conversion into usable form मतलब usable form में convert करने के बाद जो मिलता है, those are ammonia and nitrate. Yes, ammonia and nitrate. Not only these, nitrite, some other components are there. So ammonia, nitrite, यहाँ पर this is NO2, nitrate will be NO3. So these are the usable forms of it. Okay. Now they serve as the plant nutrients. Since these organisms, they enrich the soil with the nutrients and also helps to improve the soil fertility. So they are collectively known as biofertilizers, right? Next is, how do the biotic and abiotic factors affect the crop production? So crop production can go down due to biotic factors as well as abiotic factors. So biotic factors जिसमें crop production affected हो सकता है, जैसे कि मान लो कोई disease, many diseases, the plants or crop in the agricultural field, crop plants are prone to many diseases, right? They are exposed, so they can be attacked by many diseases. Like the infection or the disease can occur by viruses, it can occur by the help of fungus or insects or even nematodes. Or apart from the biotic conditions, biotic stresses, some abiotic stresses can also appear, like drought, salinity, waterlogging, excess heat, cold, frost. Under these biotic and as well as abiotic stresses, under different situations, the crop production may come down or may go down, right? Next is, what are the desirable agronomic characteristics for crop improvement? See, if we develop those varieties of crops which contain desired agronomic traits. Agronomic traits means it refers to high yield, then dwarfness, then early maturing feature or character. These are the desired agronomic traits. Then it will help to set the higher production. Definitely, if these qualities, these will be there, then it will help to set the higher production. In this way, the tallness and the profuse branching, which are exactly the opposite characters, means dwarfness, opposite of dwarfness is tallness and opposite of early maturing is profuse branching. These are the desirable characters for the fodder crops. So dwarfness is desired in the cereals so that less nutrients are consumed by the crops, right? And dwarf varieties of cereals can also provide proper protection from logging. Next question is, how do the plant get nutrients? The resource of nutrients, how it is reaching, these nutrients reach to the plants, and ultimately how the plants get it. So we know that there are 3 different sources from where the plant gets 16 essential nutrients. That is air, water and soil. We have learned that from air they get oxygen and carbon dioxide, and from water they get hydrogen, right? Apart from this, all other nutrients, that means how many? 30 nutrients they get from the soil. The nutrients taken from the air and water, these are, as I told, that carbon, oxygen and hydrogen. And how they are taken? They are simply taken by the small pore inside the present on both the surfaces of the leaf, that is the stomata. And if it is present on the surface of the stem, the small pores, these are known as lenticel, and also with the help of root hairs. But rest of the 13 elements, 16 minus 3, that comes of 13 elements, these 13 nutrients, these are obtained from directly the soil. These nutrients remain dissolved in the water, and in the dissolved form only they are absorbed by the plant roots in the form of sap. Next is which of the following condition can give most benefits and why. So what are the first condition? First condition is farmers use high quality seeds, do not adopt irrigation or use fertilizers. This is the first condition. Second is farmers use ordinary seeds, adopt irrigation or use the fertilizers. And third is farmers use quality seeds, adopt irrigation, use of fertilizers and also crop protection measures. So among these three, which one is the perfect, which one will be, which conditions, which combination of conditions will be more beneficial? So we can see that there is no confusion that the conditions of option C, it gives the most benefits because all the conditions which are required, these are required for the proper or good production of the crop, these are combined. High quality seeds germinate properly and grow to healthy plants. Irrigation helps the crop plants to fight against the drought stress, right? And fertilizers, they provide desired nutrients and crop protection measures. It protects the crop plants from different diseases, different weeds as well as different insects or pests. So this is the correct option. Next is, why should the preventive measures and biological methods be preferred for protecting crops? So preventive measures such as use of resistant varieties of crops and the biological control methods should be preferred for protection of crops because they are ecologically safe, target specific and harmless to other life forms. These are the reasons. Next is how the fish are obtained. How the fish are obtained. See, there are two methods of obtaining fish. One is capture fishing. Capture fishing में क्या किया जाता है? The fish are obtained from the natural resources, such as natural resources जो होते हैं fresh water का fresh water natural resources like canals, pools, reservoirs, rivers, streams. These are the natural resources. And marine fishery resources. And the other method is by fish farming. So first method is capture fishing and second is fish farming or culture farming, which is concerned with the culturing, proper feeding, breeding and also fish production. Fish farming, that means the second method, it is based on the aquaculture, which pertains to the production of useful aquatic plants as well as animals such as fishes, prawns, crayfish, lobsters, crabs, shrimps, mussels, oysters, seaweeds by proper utilization of the available water in our country. Next is, what are the advantages of composite fish culture? So composite fish culture is also known as polyculture of fishes. So composite polyculture, that means more than one variety of fish will be cultured, is cultured together. All the different varieties of fish, these are togetherly cultured. It is very advantageous, very economical and profitable also from if we see from the business point of view. It yields about 8 to 9 times more production as we compare to the monoculture method of fish. In this composite fish culture technique, 5 or even 6 species of fast growing fish are cultured in a single pond, single fish pond, which do not compete with each other for space and also nutrition. सो स्पेस और न्यूट्रिशन को लेके, किसी भी चीज़ को लेके कोई कंपटीशन नहीं होगा. सो एवरी variety of fish can flourish properly, can grow properly. So the production will definitely be 8 to 9 times higher than the monoculture of fish. They live in distinct zones inside the pond and have distinct feeding habits. सबका रहने का जोन भी अलग होता है और फीडिंग हैबिट्स भी डिफरेंट है. तो डेफिनेटली फीडिंग हैबिट्स आर नॉट मैचिंग. इन दिस वे इट विल बी वेरी वेरी बेनिफिशियल. So it contains, in a fish pond there will be culture of 6 species of fish. First is silver carp, which is a surface feeder and feeds all the phytoplanktons. Next is katla, which is also a surface feeder, but it feeds not the phytoplanktons but the zooplankton. So their feeding habit is different. Next is rohu, which is a common feeder and feeds the detritus. So fourth one is the grass carp. It feeds on the aquatic plants including the weeds. So weeds are eaten by the grass carp. Next is mrigal, and it is a bottom feeder and feeds on the detritus. And lastly is the common carp, which is the omnivorous of the bottom feeders. Next question, what are the desirable characters of bee varieties which are suitable for honey production? So the desirable characters of bee varieties are, we know that they have to be stingless, they stay for longer periods in a given beehive. Next, they have to breed well, and last one, they must produce comparatively more amount of honey as well as bee wax. So these are the characteristics, desirable characteristics of the bee varieties which will be suitable for the production of honey. Next question is, why is organic matter important for the crop production? See, organic matter forms humus and it is essential for crop production because it makes the soil fertile. Definitely organic matter से क्या होता है, organic matter में humus रहता है और humus अगर soil के साथ mix हो जाएगा तो soil will be fertile. अगर soil fertile है तो crop production बहुत ही easy और बहुत ही smooth हो जाता है. It has some more advantages like it improves the soil structure by forming the soil crumbs. Next, it increases the water holding capacity of the sandy soil. Sandy soil में water holding capacity कम रहता है, लेकिन अगर organic matter उसके साथ mix हो जाता है तो sandy soil का भी water holding capacity बढ़ जाता है, normal sandy soil से comparatively बढ़ जाता है. It also improves the aeration of the clayey soils. Clayey soil में in the inter soil particles स्पेस बहुत कम रहता है तो वहाँ पर जो एयर है वो भी कम घुस पाता है, वाटर भी जो है वो नहीं जा पाता है. तो इससे क्या होगा, ऑर्गेनिक मैटर रहने से क्लेई सॉइल के अंदर भी एरेशन, प्रॉपर एयर स्पेसेस विल बी प्रेजेंट. ड्यूरिंग इट्स डिकम्पोजिशन प्रोसेस इट लिबरेट्स द मिनरल्स विच हेल्प्स टू एनरिच द सॉइल. एंड लास्टली, the biochemicals which are present in the decaying organic matter, it also helps to improve the growth of the crop plants. Next is what are the merits and demerits of fish culture? See, there are numerous merits. Firstly, economically very important and desired fishes are made available easily by this fish culture. Next, a large amount of fishes are raised in a very small area. Thirdly, these fishes are made to breed in different seasons, which is very very important कि हर एक season में fishes are allowed to breed. Next, there is a little mortality in the younger stages of the fishes. And lastly, through selective hybridization, जो yield है और जो quality of the fishes है, they have been improved to much extent. But there are some demerits also, like only some selected high yielding and economically important breeds are reared. हर एक variety of fishes को यहाँ पर culture नहीं किया जा सकता. And it is a threat to the biodiversity since the other forms of the aquatic organisms are being ignored, right? So even the natural waters आर बीइंग सीडेड विद इकोनॉमिकली इम्पॉर्टेंट फिशेज। तो नेचुरल वाटर सोर्स को भी यहाँ पर अगर फिश कल्चर से किया गया तो ये बायोडाइवर्सिटी के लिए एक थ्रेड है। बाकी सारे जो एनिमल्स हैं उन लोगों को ब्रीडिंग का मौका नहीं मिल रहा है, राइट। सो दिस इज अफेक्टिंग द नेचुरल बायोडाइवर्सिटी ऑफ द वाटर बॉडीज टू। So this is all about today. In the next class we'll come up with another new chapter. Till then, take care and thank you.